sent Ira to the Johan Speaking Academy, and I find that it's very beneficial for my daughter.
Johan Speaking Academy is the best in the Malaysia or probably in the world.
This is an interesting event. It builds up the confidence of children to speak in the public. It also helps them to increase their brain memory. They try to memorize a certain passage and then they do a presentation of true facts about Zul Negara.
Today's a wonderful day. Thank you, Zul Negara and Johan Speaking for this chance.
Hi, my name is Alice. I have 8 years son. So he has been with Johan for 2 years. It's very good exposure to him, and he's changed a lot, drastic change. Not only change from the way how he speak, but the way how he act and manners. I strongly encourage parents to explore and come join Johan Speaking Academy.
I'm very, very happy that I got this chance to go to Zul Negara and present. I feel very, very happy after doing this.
For the kids, there's a gap. That means all the adults, we have Toastmasters, but for the kids, we don't have any practices that they can do, any clubs that they can take part in. So this gap is addressed by Johan Speaking Academy.
Camels can drink 100 liters of water in 10 minutes. Amazing, right?
So I will definitely recommend my friends or maybe my family members to join Johan Public Speaking, because I saw the big changes and a big difference after my daughter joined the public speakings. So please come and join Johan Public Speaking if you want to build the confidence for your children.
I think that this program is very good. Not only that, they have the opportunity to actually learn how to be brave to speak in front of people, but they also learn how to memorize and how to be good to everybody and pay respect to their teachers as well. I would suggest that most parents, please do send your kids to these public speaking classes.
Hello, hi. Good evening. Thank you for tuning in to our live session, Q&A, question and answers, and also sembang. So it's going to be very casual. Do you have any questions for me? Please drop at the comment box below. So before we start, have you all taken your dinner? If yes, put in the comment box below yes. If not, then later I believe you're going to have your dinner. This session is going to be about maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes, depending on number of questions you all have for me. So if you are in here, please do share this post out to your timeline, to your Facebook. Let more people know. And today, I'll be sharing with you about comfort zones, all right? Comfort zone. So how do you move past your comfort zone? So right now we are about, it's about 8 p.m. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Johan from Johan Speaking Academy, and our signature program is Kids Public Speaking for kids aged 5 years old to teenagers around 15, 16 years old. We also do have adult speaking classes, which is called Star Speaker Masterclass. We did that last year at Crystal Crown Hotel in PJ, a 3-day program for adults. So craft their speeches, how to hold and connect your audience. So hi, if you are in, thank you so much for coming over to this live. So let's move to, let me share my screen first. Hold on for a second. Can you see the slides? Comfort zone. Put into slideshow first, huh? Taking some time to load. You can see right now during this MCO, a lot of people are doing Facebook Live, okay, streaming, and then everybody is hopping into the internet. So our internet, okay, considerably depending on where you are. Sometimes it's really slow, sometimes fast, and then we are fighting for the bandwidth. Okay, can you see the slide? Comfort zone. If you are just tuning in, I'm Johan from Johan Speaking Academy, and our signature program is Kids Public Speaking. Do you see any screen? Okay. So let's start with the comfort zone. If you're right here in there, can you just give me a thumbs up? Give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. If you have any question, feel free to drop at the comment box below. Okay, and I will be gladly answering you questions on presentation skills, public speaking, or even for entrepreneurship. Okay, let's start. Comfort zone. Okay, so this is a diagram. I have to give credit. It is not from myself. Okay, I did not draw this diagram, but it was shared on the internet, I think about 2 weeks or when the start of the MCO, Movement Control Order. So this is the diagram of the comfort zone. Now, you can see there are 4 circles inside here, the gray, and then the darker gray, the lighter yellow, and the outer one is the dark yellow. So there are four zones over here. The first is the comfort zone. The second is the fear zone. The third is the learning zone. And the fourth is the growth zone. Okay, so comfort zone, fear zone, learning zone, and also growth zone. So there are 4 zones inside here. Now let's discuss and brainstorm, right? Or we just share ideas over here. So now look at where we will start. Okay, from the arrow over here, you can see the white arrow across. So the light gray area is our comfort zone. So what is a comfort zone? So if you can see the description over there, it means that the zone where we feel safe and in control. So are you in the comfort zone right now? Think about it for a moment, right? So are you in the comfort zone right now? Are you in the comfort zone right now? So let's say I'll just use this example because I think this example is for everyone, especially in Malaysia. When the government announced that we are going to have a movement control order, MCO, and it shifts us, everyone have to be stuck at home. Okay, we have to be stuck at home unless you are the essential items where you have to serve in the hospitals or the riders for food delivery. But most of us are stuck inside our home. I think for it's first time ever in Malaysia for such a long period. Now it's exactly a month we are practicing this MCO thing. So we have to shift away from our comfort zone. Suddenly, things like online learning, everything boom. Every day we are looking at e-learning. That means your child have to be learning in front of the gadget, right, or laptop, handphone, and then we can also listen to a lot of webinars, right? Webinars, and then live streaming, music streaming. So suddenly we have to shift to really dependent on our laptop and our gadget and our devices. And hey, some parents, my students' parents say, hey, Johan, how do we use this Zoom thing? How do we use this e-learning Zoom thing? So even for myself, we've been practicing, we've been actually teaching online since last year, all right? Also using Zoom. But seriously, to sit down and actually understand each and every feature, I myself, I'm also just learning this recently during the MCO. Yeah, we do have the sharing kind of thing, the file sharing, okay, and then how to move the screen or the gallery view, speakers view, that we know last year. But then because everyone is using that, we have to even dive deeper to learn about that extra features in Zoom. So that is pushing us out of the comfort zone, okay, out of the gray comfort zone. So that is where we started our e-learning every weekend with our students online. So even for them, look at all these cute faces over here. For them, I think most of them is also the first time using this Zoom software, right? Of course, they have Zoom software, we have Google Meet, some are using Google Classroom. A lot of educators are shifting, doing it for the first time. Not only educators, even for business owners, they're conducting their meeting, their meeting online, and then their internal meeting with their employees and employer online. So this push us out of our comfort zone, because if you don't learn to do this, we are actually way behind, right? Because everyone is jumping on this, I don't say jumping on this bandwagon, is we need to get connected with our friends, family, peers, students, customers, prospects, all using the online feature. So that is pushing out of the comfort zone, right? So once we get slowly used to, first time it might be very scary. Hey, which button to actually press, how to actually go and invite our friends. Do we copy this link? Is it safe? What do we need to do? So we have to break through from the comfort zone, okay? Break through and go into our fear zone. Of course, when it started, it was scary, Oh, is it like this? How many? And if you look back, even for this is our largest audience ever. Last year, we did about 4 or 5 students per class. Like this time, we have 20 over students in the class. Of course, with 2 to 3 teachers here facilitating the breakout sessions. Okay, so we have to move through into our fear zone. Initially, we try to find excuses. No lah, cannot lah, this and then lack of self-confidence because I've never done this. No, it's really alien to me. But then, if you dare to push to your fear zone, that is where your comfort zone becomes bigger, all right? So initially, you are only inside over here. We are only inside over here, this gray area. If we push and dare to face our fear, then the comfort zone become bigger, right? And it becomes bigger plus the gray area. Suddenly, after 1, 2 weeks, almost like, hey, using Zoom meeting is not a problem anymore. I'm so familiar with this. No problem. Okay, I'm used to it. So that is where we have to take the step to move from the left-hand side of the white line to the darker gray area. Okay, so e-learning is one, or using a software, a new software is one example. Then what next? For most of the user of this Zoom software, for example, Zoom software, a lot of them are using as a visitor, or they are not much of a host, right? Maybe if host, you are only talking towards or with among your friends. Now, then, how do you really learn? Go to this light yellow, which is the learning zone, right? The learning zone. How do you go to the learning zone? You have to deal with a lot of challenges and problems. Okay. If you're tuning in, thank you so much. I'm Johan from Johan Speaking Academy. So now, how do you move from the left towards that learning zone? You have to acquire new skills. And then you have to extend your comfort zone even further. So what was the learning zone for us was to do Facebook Live, just like this, to do Facebook Live. Yeah, we have our internal meeting, which is only among our friends, our peers, our colleagues, our business partners. But then how to move that thing to Facebook Live? It took myself and my partner Cherry quite some time to study that software, that Zoom software, how to move to doing Facebook Live. So now we have been doing this Facebook Live for the past 2 weeks, every night, non-stop. There was once when Zoom updated their security because they have a lot of problem, right? Hackers going in and selling your data and whatnot. There was one time when they actually updated our apps automatically. And that happened 10 minutes before our actual live session at 9 a.m. I still remember, 10 a.m. on a Saturday morning. So when we on the computer at 9:45, it updated the application, the app, and then we can't go online. Seriously, when the shift was there, suddenly we just can't go online on our scheduled 10 o'clock Facebook Live. The Zoom part of the software could not go to Facebook. So the link wasn't there, right? The link, it cannot go through to Facebook Live. It did not land to the Facebook page that we wanted to, which was Speak FM. And then we have to move it to our own personal timeline, which was my partner's Facebook timeline, which was Cherry. So that was a huge learning curve. Really interesting, that process. Okay, just to show you, this is our FB Live, Speak FM. This is our channel where Cherry, my co-founder, will interview mompreneur, right? Mothers who are entrepreneurs. So that updated took a shift for us. It was a learning experience. Like I said, it was a learning zone. We are in the learning zone. We were scrambling for answers, and then even initially few days back when we started our Facebook Live, after 5 minutes it cut off. We tried again, after 5 minutes we cut off. But that one we did a live in our dummy page, so that was the testing. So we deal with these challenges and problems, and also acquire new skills on how to go live on Facebook. Okay, right, so that was really fun. Like even today we are doing this Facebook Live. Every day is a learning curve for us, because software, they are actually enhancing and adding more features, securities for us to actually learn more. Now, after that learning zone, once you are so familiar with that, suddenly your comfort zone towards the usage of a software, for this example like Zoom, becomes bigger, right? So your comfort zone becomes the light gray area, the dark gray area, and this light yellow area. So you can see your comfort zone, once you do something, it expands, right? And then it expands, and then it expands. So this is your new comfort zone already, because to you, no brainer, you can just have a few clicks. Just like another example, let's say driving, all right? Driving is a easier example for you to relate. Starting when it just started when we are 21 years old. Wow, when we are looking at, okay, how start the car, look at the rear mirror, side mirror, all this, and then make sure you look down to your handbrake, put your handbrake, put in the gear. So that was the early part of the comfort zone and the fear zone. And after that, you learn to drive even further distance. Initially was just only like 5-10 kilometers, and then suddenly you took 20 kilometers, and then suddenly you drive from one state to another state, example, KL to Penang. So you're pushing your boundary, and the comfort zone becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. And until like now, to you, driving is just like so automatic. Once you go into the car, you can just move, right? So then, from this learning zone, how do you go to your growth zone, right? So growth zone, like now, for us to think, what is the purpose? Okay, what is your actual purpose after you acquire this new skill. Example, doing e-learning or doing Facebook Live, all right? Set new goals, all right? Set new goals, conquer objectives. Like maybe you say, how can I contribute more? Or maybe I could even teach this skill to you, right? Teach this using this software skill to you. So what is your new goals? That is where you also grow very fast. That new skill can be within that sphere that we just talked about, or it can be, hey, why not I have this supplementary skills to supplement this ability of doing e-learning. Example, ability to speak. So ability to speak and this e-learning together, coupled together, wow, then you have two new skills together. Then set this as a new goal and go towards the purpose and your objective. Right? If you are right now in here, thank you so much for coming in. My name is Johan from Johan Speaking Academy. Today we are talking about the comfort zone. From comfort zone, how to move to your fear zone, from fear zone, and then to learning zone, and then to the growth zone. This is one example. If you have any questions, feel free to drop at the comment box below. All right, drop at the comment box below. So comfort zone, fear zone, learning zone, growth zone. This diagram wasn't from me. I actually plucked from the internet. Credit have to go to the actual person who drew this. But this was shared a lot during the MCO about 3 weeks back or 4 weeks back. When I see this diagram keep popping up, right? Some of my friends, right? Some of my friends during the MCO, I can see them suddenly, right? They push past the comfort zone to a fear zone. They suddenly sing online, sing online. Okay, now they are not singers, all right? They are just a newbie, but they dare to do it. Right? They dare to do it. They don't be bothered about affected by other people's opinion, and then they find excuse to even hide and don't dare to do it. They actually tried and even posted on Facebook. And trust me, the comments are so encouraging. You say, hey, come on, do more, do more, do more. So people actually wants to support you, not only in terms of singing. Suddenly you can see everybody is a good chef, all right? Good chef. From don't know they don't cook at home in the kitchen. Suddenly they buy recipes and also those ready-made box, and then they actually cook, and everyone can be a chef at home. See, so they're pushing the fear zone. Then now, learning zone how? Hey, maybe right now I experiment without buying off the shelf recipe, which is actually done, the ingredients are all there. Maybe I go and shop in supermarket and pick the ingredients that I want, the food, the vegetables, the meat, and then try a new recipe. Right. So pushing past from comfort zone, fear zone, learning zone, and also growth zone. Okay, you are in here. Thank you so much for coming over. Can you press in the comment box there and just say hi? All right, put in the comment box, just say hi. Thank you so much. Now, what about speaking? What about speaking? Now, speaking has become even more important, right? We have been doing speaking on stage, which is kids public speaking, for the past 5.5 years, right? 5.5 years. And if you see right now, speaking online is equally or not or even more important right now, because with the new norm, people will actually talk in front of a video camera even more than ever. Right? So speaking in front of a video camera is a very important skill right now for you or your child to acquire. So how do we go about doing that? So your child's first step, right? Your child's first step, all right? So this is a kids public speaking online training, right? Online training We have been doing this for the past 5 years in Johan Speaking Academy, and we have trained and coached more than 3,000 kids to speak on stage, right? 3,000 of them went up on stage to speak. Now, this is for total beginner only. Total beginner. If your child is someone who have done public speaking or have been to competition, maybe this is not for you, right? This program, this special online program, we are offering for total beginner only 17 packs only. Okay, that is the QR code. Scan right now and register yourself. It is absolutely free, right? It's going to be one session about 30 to 40 minutes, or maybe even more if you need to. So it is absolutely free for total beginner only. Now, if your child is not a beginner, you can join our other online program or even our physical classes, which is going to happen after the MCO is lifted. But we also have online program for kids who have done public speaking before. But this one is a complimentary free program, right? In view of this MCO, we are giving this for total beginner only. All right, 17 packs. You scan the QR code, register your child. It's a Zoom meeting. It's not going to put live, right? It's inside a Zoom meeting. Now, what is going to happen? Okay, so this Zoom meeting or Zoom training, which is going to happen on 19 April, this Sunday at 11 a.m. Right, 11 a.m. Maximum 1 hour. If we have lesser people, we'll just do it at half an hour or 40 or 45 minutes. Right, absolutely free for your child. Okay, for beginners only. All right, for beginners only. If your child has done competition or done public speaking, then this is not the one for you, because we are teaching a very fundamental and basic skills. All right, I don't want them to get this one is so bored, I have done this before. So no, so this is totally for brand new kids who have not taken that first step on doing public speaking. Right, so absolutely free. What is going to happen? Okay, what is going to happen in this 1 hour? Now, after that 1 hour, we're going to have a 7-day challenge. A 7-day challenge, so that your child will be able to do their first introduction speech, right? Your child will be able to do their first introduction speech before the end of MCO, right? Our deadline is 28 April. By 28 April, your child has to be able to do their first introduction speech. Okay? Class absolutely free. Like I say, it's absolutely free. You don't have to pay a single cent, right? Absolutely free. So if you are in, just scan the QR code for beginners only. Scan the QR code over there. Now, is it really free, Johan? No, you might be asking. What is the catch? Is it really free? Right, now, like I say, you don't have to put in a single cent towards this. What I really want from you, right? Now, what I really want from you is your time and your child's time, right? That is even more valuable, right? I can have this class, but if you register and you're not committed to come over, then too bad. So that is why what that I request from you and your child is your time. So it's going to be this Sunday, 19 April, for maybe 30 minutes to 1 hour, depending on the number of packs and also the ability of each child. Okay, and then what's going to happen after that event, right? That the 19th of April, you go back. I mean, you go back. You are actually at home, right? Okay, so you're at home. Within these 7 days, you record the video of your child's speech, right? That introduction speech, you record and send to us, right? Record that and send to us the introduction speech. Now, then later give us feedback on how we can improve and even serve you better. Like I said, this e-learning thing is new to almost all industry. Though we have done this last year, but we are actually wanting to even learn more how we can improve further, because I believe every day is a learning curve for us. So you give us feedback later on how we can improve and serve you and your child better. Right? Fair enough? Fair enough? And then if you feel that, oh, okay, Johan Speaking Academy is doing a great job, then you give us a testimony. Okay? So that is all that we request from us, but you don't need to pay us any single cent. Right? Don't need to pay us any single cent for that 19th of April session. Okay, like I say, it's only for total beginner. Right? Total beginner only. Okay. So if you are in, just scan the QR code over there. It's free to register. Once you scan it, you will reach to a Zoom registration page, put in your details and your child's detail, and then we can kick off the training this Sunday. Okay. If you like this, can you give us a thumbs up? Thank you. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. Or tag your friend, all right? Tag your friend, whether your nephew or nieces, your colleague's child, whom you feel, they need to take that first step and do their introduction speech. Please feel free to share this with them too, okay? Please feel free to share this with them. Wait for a moment. Suddenly the laptop hang for a moment. Yeah, okay, right. We are back. So like I said, this 19 April on a Sunday is absolutely complimentary, free, and we'll do our really best to make your child get up on stage and do their first speech, all right? Do their first speech. All I need is commitment from yourself, your time, and your child's timing. Right. If you have any question, feel free to drop at the comment box. Feel free to drop at the comment box below. So just now was sharing on the comfort zone. What new skills are you exploring right now to learn, right? What new skills are you exploring right now to learn? Okay. For us, over here in Johan Speaking Academy, we want to go further and beyond in serving our clients, our students. We are going to shift more focus on going to online. Of course, we have more than 10 locations in Klang Valley. We want to even serve you all better through online experience. That is why we are also learning right now, pushing our comfort zone beyond the learning zone and growth zone. We are also exploring not only using Zoom, we are exploring other software to conduct our classes too. Right? At the same time, we are also learning, because with this spike of the demand and requirement to use online software, there are many companies right now who are coming to add in additional features for this. So we are also exploring besides using Zoom. Okay, don't have any questions? If you have questions, feel free to drop in the comment box below. Okay, so register yourself for that 19 April session. I mean, register your child for that 19 April session, a 1-hour session. I'll see you and other kids inside that training session. Okay, so that's all from us for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day. Stay home and stay safe. Bye.